what's up players? Welcome to another video. I had a chance to go to the Sonic Symphony in Chicago last night at the time of this recording, and it was a blast. As you can probably tell, my voice is a little shot right now. You're probably wondering, you went to a symphony, how can your voice be shot? Little did I know was that not only was there orchestrated music here, but it was also a rock concert. I'll go more in detail. Yeah, ever since the Sonic Symphony's inception, back from the 30th anniversary, I think, of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, I've always wanted to go, but I've never had a chance to. And last year, I really wanted to go, but just wasn't able to make it happen. This year, I was like, no, I'm not missing my chance to attend. I am going to find a way to get in. So earlier this year, I bought 2 tickets for me and my wife, and it was like, okay, we're definitely going to make a plan to go. So this is definitely something that I've been looking forward to pretty much the entire year. Leading up to the symphony, unfortunately my wife was unable to go, but I was able to bring one of my friends to come with me, and boy, it was such a great experience. Now personally, outside like maybe smaller events at colleges, I've never been to like a full-scale symphony before, and definitely not a video game one. But I knew I was amongst peers when I came to the entrance and saw a ton of people wearing Sonic related stuff. The first half of the concert played melodies of the 16-bit era Sonic games from Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles, and even a few of the early 3D era games. So with Sonic Adventure, they played Believe in Myself, Tails' theme, and they also had a melody for Sonic Heroes. The melodies really hit hard. Like, I've heard of orchestrated Sonic music on YouTube, of course, but it really hits something different, not only seeing it performed live, but also seeing gameplay being projected in the background, being timed with whatever being played. And they also had like some really cool touches where they would say with like Sonic 2, they would have scenes where they would have Sonic playing or Sonic running in the background, and then it would do a slick transition to Tails being played, or with Knuckles, or with with Sonic Mania, they had some really slick transitions when they would switch between Mighty and with Ray. It was so well done. I was very blown away to just be able to take all this in, and I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little emotional. But I thought this was gonna be how the whole thing was gonna be. What I didn't know was that after they went on break, they came back, and as you know, once the 3D era started with Sonic Adventure, okay, I know there's like a few games before Sonic Adventure that have vocal tracks like Sonic R and stuff like that. We're not, you know what I mean. Once we started getting to the 3D era of Sonic, we introduced vocal tracks, and that's when the concert turned into a rock concert. It was insane. If you were a Crush 40 fan, you were living. I mean, we got stuff like Shadow the Hedgehog got a lot of love. Now I know this is the year of Shadow, so that makes sense, but they put a lot of love with bringing out songs like I Am, All of Me, All Hail Shadow, and man, there was just so many vocal tracks that I haven't heard in a long time, and I was surprised I was able to remember a lot of those songs. But yeah, we got some Shadow the Hedgehog songs. Endless Possibilities from Sonic Unleashed was performed. Oh my gosh, my heart was so happy. Hearing his world was insane, because like, this is literally like you have an orchestra that's playing it, and you have the rap performance all together, and it's, oh my gosh, I'm still geeking out thinking about it. And it's made all the better the fact that you're surrounded by a bunch of Sonic fans who know the words, who love this franchise, all getting into it and singing along. Oh my gosh, it was a magical experience. And when it came to Sonic Frontiers, oh man, you know how hard the boss fight music goes in that game. In fact, a lot of the vocal tracks slap in that game, but with the boss fight tracks like Undefeatable, Through It All, and stuff like that, like, it turned into a metal concert. I think I had a little taste of what it's like to be a mosh pit, because yo, it went crazy. And even stuff like I'm Here, and oh my gosh, this was so good. And of course, me being a Knuckles fan, the fact that they actually did Pumpkin Hill and Knuckles' theme unknown from ME, like, bro, it's crazy because like for a long time, I would say it was pretty hard to be a Sonic. There was definitely an era where it was just difficult to be a Sonic fan. Sonic was just not doing well as a franchise, and as such, it was kind of hard to admit that you were a Sonic fan. And just hearing all this love and just being able to relive all these songs that I used to just sing to myself, but sing with other people, a whole room of people with a whole orchestra and a whole band. It was very reassuring and kind of surreal. Seriously, no matter what kinds of ups and downs, I'm stuck with this blue guy through it all. But the fact that there were just so many people that was just able to share in that same love, it was amazing. Then of course we end the night with a performance of Live and Learn, which is a classic Sonic song, and I couldn't think of a better song to end the night. But yeah, I just wanted to gush about my experience attending the Sonic Symphony. It was amazing. I highly recommend, if you are able to go and you are a Sonic fan, definitely don't miss out if you are able to attend, because it is incredible. Yeah, so sorry, I'm like rambling all over the place. I literally just got back from the night before at the time of this recording, so I just wanted to get this out as quickly as possible while it was still fresh in my mind. I just wanted to share that with y'all. But anyway, if you're looking for a non-denominational church, down in the description will be a link to our church locator, and if you're interested in hanging out, link to my Discord is also down below. Once again, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Until next time. Peace.